Hello everyone, my name is Nikhil Dotto and welcome to another gameplay. This is Assassin's Creed 3. So I played some Assassin's Creed games like HC Auditory series. So I played Assassin's Creed 2, then play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and last I played Assassin's Creed Revelation. So every series has HC Auditory appearance. That's the character I played first. So I'm starting this game as start new game. Okay, let me rename it.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
So here we go.
We're here.
Oh, I forgot my adding subtitles. Just days one while.
Let's go.
The graphics is amazing. See already. Okay, let me add my subtitle. So please. No, I can't.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
The sample of it.
I think we're here.
So I forgot to tell you guys. This game releases on October 30, 2012. So this is basically a adventure third-person game. Where they do? Okay, I need to go first. Okay, that same button as run. What's this? Another artifact? That's amazing.
The key. You must find the key.
Son? Sir?
What is going
Here
on?
we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding
The
effect.
gameplay is
You
great.
collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was
Yeah.
okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key.
Look at that footprint.
Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were,
visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
What the? Okay. So I need to run.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Okay, holding to climb. That's good. Okay, I need to go over there.
Rerun your way through this little obstacle course.
So I add my subtitles.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate.
Objectives.
Alright, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions
Okay,
and kill the 2 Templars.
Oh, okay. So I don't need a blade now. Okay, I need to. That's not good. Okay.
All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Can I pick up the gun? Press to jump. So press space to jump. So it's very easy now. This is very smooth.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to...
Okay. Okay, what I need to now? Sorry. What I need to do now? What? Is he
Sir. Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Start mission, okay.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Only head.
It forces one to reconsider all preconceptions.
Ladies
Look at that
and gentlemen,
blackness.
you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Kindly find your seat, okay. Going my seat. Where is my seat?
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Which? Okay, this.
My apologies.
Yes, you need to apologize.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
Eagle.
Because he's so great, thinks he's straight as honest
I find him.
mine.
That's very easy. For Eagle.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Like me too, he acts in a double capacity.
I already have.
There is
Against blokes and force.
what?
It is but fitting that we should
Lord?
protect and encourage cheats, since we live by it.
So, Black Wall, that set word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order matters.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Very active and industrious. You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
He's telling you, hey, wait.
No lazy dog. When I took him the time before, I told him what it would come to if he did not mend his hand.
Oh.
This is death without
That's
reprieve.
very...
I may mention a book.
Oh no, they are going to see.
Tom Gag.
They are seeing.
£40.
They're not.
Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from the transportation. Or I can get more by her staying in.
Betty, after all,
I like this type of
you are a
game.
lot here than any five of the game. And in truth, it is a
Very
pity
big
to
one
lose
of
so
best
good a customer.
games.
If none of the gang take her on, she may in the common course of business live at 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end of his life, because the free of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Without dispute, she is a fine woman. Was to her I was obliged to my
Find a backstage.
Tis woman that seduces all mankind. Like her we first were taught our weakling arts.
Picklock?
Very nice to cheat when those cheats
Left and right wants to look in. Okay, I see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that's very Okay, let's go over here. Here.
I've got to stay.
I'm really I'm playing good.
Well, I love to make them easy one way or other.
When a gentleman is long kept in suspense, penitence may break his spirit. Besides, certainty
So
gives a man a good air
not
upon
like
his trial.
Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood. They are changed. Very amazing.
Hazel, you should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes, but then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
What? Assassinate him? They keep seeing me. That's not good. He's saying he's keep your mouth shut. That's not good. Exit Opera House. Let's get out. Fast walk. Hurry!
Come, please!
Go.
That man there! Seize him! A man was killed in the upper balcony. I searched. Any weapons?
They all know.
I'm pushing, please!
They don't know I keep.
No danger!
Look at the lighting effect over there. You can
You
just...
have him right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
It's like a real...
We must leave at once.
that mission, I'm going to end this episode here. If you guys like this video, please give a like and subscribe and comments below. Always comment.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
So I know his name is Setam now.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge, perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, one for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
A deadly performance. A deadly performance. Mission order full synchronized.
Share might do me good.
On the bowl and the old man is a growling. On the bowl and the bowl and
So guys, thanks for watching this episode. If you guys like this video, please give a like and subscribe to my channel, and always leave comments below. It's my comment section. Thanks for watching guys. Have a good day. Bye.